Hello, I hope you're doing great. Today we are going to discuss a little bit on how you can configure FairPlayTube. If you have been following the development and the GitHub repository, you will know that FairPlayTube requires a bit of configuration for both the server side and the client project because it uses a lot of resources that require configuration. Things like Azure Content Moderator, Azure Text Analytics, Azure Active Directory Business to Consumer, IP Stack, PayPal, among others, right? Because all of the functionality that it's implemented in the system. Now, before we continue, please remember to visit fairplaytube.pticostarica.com and help funding all of the development using the Buy Me a Coffee icon or cup in here. You can choose an amount and you can optionally set your Twitter information in there with a message. That will help a lot. Now, let's continue. So, here we have the FairPlayTube solution and we have the system configurator um, project as a startup project, right? So now you can go run the project, and when you run the project, it will show you a page with the configuration. This is a page to generate features and all of that, right? But what we um, want is this. This is going to be renamed, but you see that when we hit this, it will send us to the um, configuration, and it is implemented in a wizard style, right? So of course I am not going to set my public keys, right? But I'll just do letters like that, right? And you can go and continue. I can remember for which one I was. You know, and you can click, if you don't know how to configure that, you can click in here and it will take you to the page related to this kind of configuration, right? Uh, I need to validate this. I forgot to validate it, so it's not going to validate that this email is actually not well formatted. Okay, RCI 111111 or whatever, right? And this slot, whatever ID, you will replace that with your actual configuration. Now, if I click this button, generate server files, it will download these files, and you will see that if I format this, I will have all of the configuration that I had placed in there. Then you can add this generated file to your solution when you deploy, or you can import this in things like Azure Configurator and then use things like Azure Key Vault, right? Okay, and this was for the server side. Now, if I go again and I click the generate client file, this will generate the app settings that should go in the www root of your client application. It will be the fairplaytube.client, right, in the www root folder, right? This will have your Azure Business to Consumer or Azure AD B2C client application configuration, right? As well as the configuration for the client resources like the code or the required client and slot that you will use for displaying Google Ads, and the application ID that is going to be related to your generated Facebook button, right? Uh, so that makes it way more easy to configure the application. I hope this video has been useful. Thank you very much. And remember, you go and visit fairplaytube.pticostarica.com, right? And use the coffee cup and select an amount and click support. That will help a lot. Thank you very much and have a great day.